Hello. Thumbs up because you are amazing. I am Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle, and we are back here for flight 1 of day 2 of MzeroA's going to Oshkosh. But here we are down here at Myrtle Beach, down here in dirty Myrtle. We're going to Elizabeth City, North Carolina today. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get right in the cockpit and get going again. If you want to follow along on their real life flights, you can click in the link on the description below, both to their webpage and also to the flight that I am recreating here from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, up to Elizabeth City, North Carolina. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right into the aircraft. Here we go. And let's go and get started. Then we'll talk to listen to ATC or ATIS and all that, and get our clearance. Make sure the fuel valve is there on both. Parking brake is set. Fuel is full rich. Throttle is cracked open. Master's coming on, including avionics. So we can get everything warming up. They can go through all of its stuff here on the G1000 to make sure it's all working good here. And we go ahead, we're operating the airplane, so let's go ahead and turn on nav and beacon. Let's go ahead and stop it yelling at us.
Oral warning, okay.
Let's go ahead and turn the fuel pump on. I'll do that. Get some fuel in the system.
Pause system
There we
test.
go. Oh, that's good. All right, I like what we've got. Everything is looking good. So let's go ahead and come on over here. And can I get a clear prop? There we go. We got a good start. Oil pressure is coming up. Let's go ahead and go to about 1,000 RPMs or so. Let it warm up while we talk to, well, actually while we don't talk to anybody, while we just get the weather here. So let's go ahead and dial up automated weather here.
Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo, automated weather observation
279 719. Woo. Got a little blow going on today.
Visibility 9er. Sky conditions.
Well, we're going to 7,000, so might get a little bit of clouds, but they're looking nice.
Temperature 19er C. Dew point 13 C. Altimeter 299er 2.
All right, very good. Let's go ahead and talk to Clarence and get our clearance. So
Myrtle Beach clearance delivery Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu ready to copy IFR clearance to Elizabeth City.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu is cleared to Elizabeth City Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 36 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127 decimal for squawk 4712.
all right, we're going up to 7,000.
2 Tree Mike Zulu cleared to Elizabeth City Airport as filed.
Runway 36.
Takeoff runway 36 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 127
Go ahead and
decimal
put
for squawk 4712.
36 on the old heading bug.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu readback correct. Contact ground on 120 decimal tree.
Good day to you too. Let's go ahead and request that taxi.
Ground Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu ready to taxi IFR.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu taxi 2 and hold short of runway 36 using taxiway Bravo.
Baby one. Baby one. Let's go to baby 1.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree 6 via taxiway Bravo 1 Cessna Tree Mike Zulu.
All right, here we go. We are leaving Dirty Myrtle, and we are heading to Elizabeth City. Not much really to see on this flight, so I am gonna just tell you that what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get up in the air here and get ourselves all settled in at 7,000 feet, and then probably go into ludicrous speed and put on some tunes for you while you're just in ludicrous speed on the way to Elizabeth City. and then come back and join you on the descent into Elizabeth City. It's about 2 hours or so, depending on if we get a little bit of a tailwind, but I don't think we're going to have a little bit of a tailwind. We might have a little component, might blow us around a little bit. Wind 27 something at 19. Coast of North Carolina kind of starts to stick out from the coast of South Carolina, so you actually have an eastern component of our flight. We filed for 7,000. Again here, this is Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo. This is Myrtle Beach. This is payware on the Xbox Series S on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So if you're interested in this payware airport, pretty nice, have to say. It was nice landing here, and now we're going to go start our departure. We're going to come down here, and oh look, we got like jet blast fence over here for our major prop wash. We'll come over here. I want to use this. Yeah. Well, it looks like we might have another turnout up there, but I'm going to use this one. This one looks cool, that's why. All right, parking brake is set. We got 7,000 on the dial. Let's go ahead and let's climb out at 80 knots. Let's go ahead and do a flight level change here on the G1000 of 80 knots. Get that all set up. We can go ahead and go on heading mode. Just go ahead and cycle it. All right, so heading mode and all that is now all good and cycled there. And yeah, okay, parking brake is set. Let's rev it up. Go to about 1,700 RPMs. Check the magnetos, let it warm up. All right, 1770. Magneto right. About 110 drop. Back to both. Go to left. 110 drop. Got about the same. About 120 there. Go back to both. Let's check everything is looking good, huh? See if we got anything that we don't like here. Everything looks like it's in the green. How are we doing with fuel? Full fuel, we're good here. Good. We're on a big old international airport. I'm not even going to use any flaps to date. All right. Oops, not what I wanted to do either. All right. Landing lights coming on. Okay. Yeah, we might get up into some type of weird stuff. Let's go turn that pitot heat. The pitot heat. All right, let's get out here. Runway 36. And on our way to Elizabeth City, North Carolina, for the first flight of day 2 of MzeroA's flight to Oshkosh, Mike Zero Alpha. All right, I see runway 36 right here in front of us. Come to a nice stop here. And let's go ahead and see. Let's just make sure before we talk to the tower, make sure we got everything that we like to be on here. All right, I see one thing that I do not like here. Let's go ahead real quick. We got nobody that wants, so let's turn off this inset. I don't like that. Let's turn wind on, option 1. I like that. Let's come over here and let's go menu. Enter, dial down, enter, menu. So now we're up. Let's go ahead and zoom out on the range here and kind of see where we're at. Okay, now I think we're ready to go ahead and dial up the people that live in the ivory tower and ask for permission to go to Elizabeth
Tower
City.
Cessna November, 2 Tree Mike Zulu ready for IFR departure runway tree 6.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu altimeter 29er decimal 9er 21279er and 19er. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 6.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 6 Cessna November, 2 Tree Mike Zulu.
All right, we're good to go. Not even getting to line up and wait. I remember when I was back in the early 90s when I was flying, it was position and hold. Trim for takeoff. Trim for takeoff. There we go. Out here, I see the big 3.6. I'm okay to go. Are you okay to go? I'm okay to go. Let's go. All right, power's good. Airspeed's alive. I like everything in the green. No flaps today. Rotate. Ooh, yeah. Just ease it off. Ease the seat back like Van Halen. Ease the seat back. Looking good. I like it. I like what we see. I like what we've got. Bye, Dirty Myrtle. Little bit of a breeze out here, as we know from listening to the automated weather service.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu contact Myrtle Beach departure on 127.4.
Good day to you, sir.
127.4 for Cessna Tree Mike Zulu. Myrtle Beach departure Cessna November, 2 Tree Mike Zulu is passing 700 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu Myrtle Beach departure altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2. Continue to copy.
There we go. I don't think when they say as planned, we don't have to acknowledge that. No. Okay, I gotta remember that here with ATC. Probably like middle mark or something for the runway 18 ILS. Let's go ahead and get on target. Get on target. All right. Autopilot coming on. Let this settle onto heading mode, right? Yep, heading mode. Climbing out at 80 knots. Let's go ahead and take a look back at Dirty Myrtle over there in the sun. Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo. As we climb out over Dirty Myrtle. So at Myrtle Beach, all of the popular stuff that you think of Myrtle Beach is actually right out here. So this is really all the popular stuff with all the mall right down and over here, and it's where they've got like down over here. This is a real popular place right off the right nose with the lake down here. It's like a pond, I think, right? Yeah, see the water? That's like a little mall area with, it's got oh geez, what has this got down there? One of those like Wonder stores, like where you go play and all that with all the funky stuff. And yeah, it's just, you can see it's like a mall. It's a big popular area right down there. All right, enough sightseeing. Let's get in the cockpit here. We're climbing out 80 knots. We got 2.5 going to 7. We're coming up here on our flight path. We can go into nav mode once we do that, but
Generic 85 Tango, contact Florence approach on 1
but there go that is the famous Myrtle Beach, or as we like to call it out here in South Carolina, Dirty Myrtle.
Going to 135.25, generic 85 Tango.
All right, let's go ahead and go on nav mode. Let Otto, he's German, let Otto go ahead and get us on course as we climb up.
Myrtle Beach approach, generic November 3588 X-ray 200 feet. Generic November 3588 X-ray Myrtle Beach approach altimeter 29.9er.
There we go, we're climbing up, looking good. Yeah, Myrtle Beach was, I believe it kind of got its name Myrtle Beach because either there was a bunch of myrtle trees, or like some of the first people that came out, they planted myrtle trees, and so that's how it kind of got its name, Myrtle Beach. Because we are the Palmetto State. Palm tree, Palmetto. All right, let's just make sure everything's going. We don't want too much to happen here out of our control. We got to monitor the systems. 80 knots, that's what we asked for. Coming up on 4,000, going to 7. Everything looks good. We got plenty of fuel. Everything's in the green. I like it. Right after, we can go ahead and landing lights can come off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the strobe. A lot of stuff happening along the eastern seaboard. We want to make sure we got all our anti-smash lights on. That way nobody smashes into us. But yeah, we'll come up here. I'll probably level off at 7,000 feet. Let the German guy Otto here go ahead and take us on up to Elizabeth City, and then I will probably monitor and then probably join you back for the descent into Elizabeth City, which is kind of interesting because Elizabeth City is a joint airport with the Coast Guard. So, but there's no payware for that on the Xbox Series S, so it'd be kind of neat if there was, but so I'm not really sure what the modeling is going to be like of the airport, but we'll see once we get there. So, all right, 4.6 going to 7. Not sure what we're coming up to. I'll look over here at looks like that is North Myrtle Beach Airport down here. Then you come up, I think, by the Calabash area of the Carolinas. We're just about to cross into North Carolina already. And then you'll see how the land, you can see it up there, how the land is turning away from us. And so basically all of a sudden the North Carolina kind of, it grows to the east, even though we're pretty much just going to go straight on this heading of 056. Do we have a, yeah, we've got a tailwind. Look at this, we're 103 knots in the climb. We are going to zoom up here. Zoomy zoomies, like the little dog likes to do. Zoomy zoomies. All right, 5.3 going for 7. Yeah, like I said, simple flight here. Looks like the guys, Jason and Matt in MzeroA, they looks like they had a great flight up to Elizabeth City. And so, yeah, looks like we're gonna zoom up here with a nice tailwind. Oh yeah. We're gonna get up here nice and quick and then land. And then the next flight though, after Elizabeth City, is we are gonna fly out to Kitty Hawk and land at Kilo Foxtrot Alpha, the first flight airport, which is literally right there on the grounds of Kill Devil, Hills and Kitty Hawk Memorial, which I've been to in real life. It is amazing. All right, 6,000 going for 7,000 to go. So I'll get her all trimmed up. We'll go ahead and get her leaned out, even though we got plenty of fuel. We'll go ahead and get her leaned out here at 7,000 feet. And at that point, then I will put on ludicrous speed. You can enjoy the music on ludicrous speed as we go up to Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I think it's Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. Elizabeth City, North Carolina. It's not into Virginia yet. No. And again, we're right at the base of these clouds, so. Now I think after Kitty Hawk, I think Jason and Matt were saying that they were gonna head up into Virginia, up to Manassas, up by Washington D.C. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm just thrilled because I wanted to do some stuff flying into Oshkosh. I already did. Actually, today I participated in my first ever Microsoft Flight Simulator official community fly-in, and we flew from South Bend, Indiana, over Chicago and up, and then flew into Oshkosh. And there was probably, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 of us, and it was really, really neat to see on the screen here all kinds of other gamers and simmers flying. So, you know, check that out here. Oh, got a little bit of a turbulence or something right there. Just noticed it. Well, let's.
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
Climb and maintain
Oh, wow.
9,000 feet. Cessna 3
It wants to go to 9. We must have traffic or something. Well, let's go ahead and start leaning out then, so we can get some better performance here in the climb.
Generic 88 X-ray. Contact Jacksonville Center on 133.
There we go. All right.
Good day.
Interesting. Pretty sure we filed for 7. But they want us to go to 9.
133.
So we'll do what ATC wants us to do. Like I said, maybe traffic, maybe something else. Who knows? Let's go to 9. So we can just go ahead. Like I said, that's why I do like it, that it keeps the text here. So, yep, they want us to go to 9. Well, then we'll go to 9. So let me get us up to 9, then I'll go ahead and retrim, and then probably kick it on to ludicrous speed on the way to Elizabeth City. Because again, there's not really much on the way to Elizabeth City. It's not really until we get out there to the Outer Banks and all that kind of stuff. You're just flying over just the nice scenery of the lowlands of North Carolina. So not really much to see or history or anything like that. So, and then we'll have to do the little flight, just a little like 20-minute flight from Elizabeth City over to First Flight Airport. And then I'm pretty sure, like I said, from First Flight, then they are heading up to Manassas, Virginia. At least that's what they announced early on. So we will see what's going on in that beautiful flight. To look at these clouds, man, it's beautiful looking. Let's go outside the airplane. Oh yeah. There is November 2-3, Mike Zulu. It's a good looking little bird they got there. Climbing up. We are at 8, going to 9. We'll go ahead and, like I said, we're actually leaning out for performance, not for fuel. We're full of fuel and all that, and so I haven't really been following along exactly on their fuel burn and all that kind of stuff, because I think they got fuel in Elizabeth City. I think that's a outer marker that we're picking up from North Myrtle Beach. Yeah, that's right there. Oh, it just went away right there. .3, going to 9. Let's go ahead and continue the lean this out a little bit. There we go. I like what I see. Going 8.4, going to 9. It's pretty much direct to Elizabeth City. I mean, there's nothing in the way. I mean, there's not even we're not even, I don't think, going to go through a no, there's nothing. There's nothing. We are just right to Elizabeth City. So we're going to get up here. We're going to set up for a cruise at 9,000 feet, kick it on the ludicrous speed, and then that is where I will rejoin you once we're in the descent for Elizabeth City. Probably going to get the visual. I did not pre-file for an approach or anything like that into Elizabeth City. So we'll do what we get assigned once we get up there to Elizabeth City. We're getting some bumpies up here. Look at that! Look at that cloud, though. Woo. Well, I'm going to take a picture of that. Why? Because take a screenshot of that real quick. Use that as the old thumbnail. Remember, I'm Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle. So I still like playing games. I just with Oshkosh and all this going on, and then in the real life, heading out for 2 weeks. Wanted to get some content on my YouTube channel, but because of Oshkosh, I wanted to focus on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I do play other games. I really like puzzle platformers and other puzzle 3D platformers and 3D puzzle games and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see that content on my YouTube channel also. But again, foremost, I am a gamer. I just really like Microsoft Flight Sim. So, all right, we are leveling off here at 9,000. We'll let everything kind of get settled out. I'm going to back off the power here just a little bit. About 2,500 RPMs. There we go. I like it. Pretty much already trimmed up for mixture, but again, it's not really trimmed up for performance or anything like that. It's actually just trimmed up, or not for field performance. It's actually for max RPM, so you can zip up there, because right now we have a 15 knot component tailwind. So right now we're 126 knots over the ground. 96 indicated, 114 true. So we're zipping right along with that tailwind component that we got. So I will continue to monitor, but I'm going to kick on ludicrous speed here for you, and I will rejoin you once we're in the descent down to Elizabeth City. So All right, I am back with you here. Ooh, it's Brett at. Get the old glasses back on.
Cessna 3 Mike Zulu, contact Washington Center on 123.85. Good day.
123.85 for Cessna 3 Mike Zulu. Washington Center, Cessna November 2 Mike Zulu is at 9,000 feet, descending 1,500 feet.
Cessna November 2 Mike Zulu, Washington Center, altimeter 29.92. Continue to echo Charlie Golf as planned.
All right, we're to go down to 1,500, and also, so let's go ahead and do that as 1,000 foot per minute. Come back. Since we're also going to come back on the throttle there, I'm going to go ahead and go full mixture.
Airbus Charlie November Alpha traffic alert. 1 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 8,700 feet, Airbus A20N.
Pick up some speed, so now we're 131 knots over the ground, so that's a pretty good power setting right there. Just a little bit more juice. So we come up here, they've actually given us the VOR DME approach, and so we're going to Echo Golf, or Echo Charlie Golf, the fix. We're going direct there. That's why you probably saw me when we were in ludicrous speed. Then I went ahead and that's what I programmed in. So we went direct there. But once we come up here, once we get below these clouds, we can actually cancel IFR and just go VFR and then just talk to the tower. So, because basically it'll be a visual approach anyways. So, but yeah, we're descending down here. Just looking over here. In front of us is the big, I think it's like Palmetto. Oh, Albemarle. This is the Albemarle sound.
On 124.725. Good day.
So we'll just descend down here, and we'll cross. Oh,
Going to 124.725 generic Bravo Mike uniform.
we'll cross over Harvey Point here, which is probably that airport that we see straight in front of us. Then farther out is Elizabeth City. So, because we are out according to the old smart box,
Generic November 5715.
we're 12 minutes out, 28 miles. So.
Generic November 57157 Washington Center, altimeter 29.9er to continue as planned.
Still standard 2992. If we wanted to, we probably could. Let's see if we can dial in. Let's go ahead and see. According to SkyVector, we are maybe 124.375.
127.9er for generic 9er 7 Victor.
So let's go ahead and listen to COM 2. And let's press this, press that, move over to COM 2. What did I say? 124.375.
Echo Charlie Golf, automated
Yeah.
weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 281 at 19er. Visibility 9er. Sky conditions 6,400 feet, scattered 13,800 feet scattered. Temperature 19er C, dew point 13 C, altimeter 29.
Alright, there you go. Let's go and switch over and switch back to COM 1. And there we go. So, Harvey Point Defense Testing Activity Airport. Oh, damn. Well, that's in the restricted. That's in the restricted section. But it looks like we're okay. We're talking ATC. If it was active, they'd tell us, get the hell out. But it doesn't seem like it's active. That sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, Harvey Point Defense Testing Activity. What the hell goes on there? What the heck is Harvey Point Defense Testing Activity? Well, here you go. The Harvey Point Defense Testing Activity is owned by the Department of Defense. Imagine that. It was established in World War II as the Naval Auxiliary Air Station Harvey Point, an operating base for seaplanes conducting anti-submarine stuff. That's cool.
Cessna Tree, Mike Zulu, contact Norfolk approach on 119.55.
1.955. Gotcha.
119.55 Cessna Tree Mike Zulu. Norfolk approach Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu is passing 4,000 feet, descending 1,500 feet.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu, Norfolk approach altimeter 29.92. Continue to Echo Charlie Golf as planned.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Right now, everybody uses it. ATF, CIA, FBI. There's currently a special military air operations are located at the facility. Yeah, it's even on the VRFR chart. You're supposed to contact Giant Killer to see if the restricted area is active and stuff. Wow, man, this is crazy. Harvey Point is also used by the CIA for paramilitary and counterterrorism courses that involve high explosive and ballistics. It was also used by SEAL Team 6 to train on the raid that killed Osama bin Laden. See? What? This is what I'm telling you about Microsoft Flight Simulator. You see this stuff and you're like, huh? And then you learn. Amazing. Alright, well, we better get busy here, so I'm going to go ahead and shut that down. There's something kind of neat coming up for us too when we get up here to Elizabeth City on the approach off the pilot side. We'll have something kind of neat. See how it's what it looks like from the air. But yeah, they had us descend down to 1,500 feet here, and so good old November 2-3 Mike Zulu is just performing real well. Hopefully we won't get shot at as we go over Harvey Point here. You can definitely see why this was a naval base though for seaplanes. Check that out. That is, yeah, I got it. All right, let's just check our fuel. So let's see here. Let's just go ahead and do this. Gas looks good. Undercarriage, mixture, prop, seats and seat belts. Everything is looking good. I like it. Got plenty of fuel. Everything is in the green. We are coming down to 1,500. Let's go ahead and give some go-go juice. Get back 2,500 RPMs. There we go. Get back up on the speed. We still got a tailwind. Yeah, we got 12 knot tailwind now with a 7 knot tailwind component. So there we go. Well, there is Harvey Point, and that's fascinating. It's fascinating what you can learn from this. You know, fly. You have the points of interest activated like I do right here, and you're like, what is this? Because on the VFR chart, it just says private Harvey Point, and yeah, it's in a restricted airspace, but that's all it says. And then you're like, what? Harvey Point Defense Testing Activity Airport. And you look it up, and then you're like, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so coming up here is we've got this. You can kind of see the bayou that's coming up. That one, and then we got a next one, and then that's the one that actually Elizabeth City is on. And it's on the south shore of that. Oh, let's take a look here as we pass by. Uh-oh. Snap some pictures. For national defense stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I wonder if Jason and Matt like even knew like that. I don't know their actual route from Myrtle up to Elizabeth City, but I would imagine they skirted some of this stuff, and so yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into the cockpit here and let's get ready for landing. We are still direct to Echo Charlie Golf, which is the initial approach fix for the VOR DME in runway 28, and that is the same runway that Matt and Jason landed on in November 2-3 Mike Zulu in real life in their latest, actually it's not their latest video now, they've got another video where they already have gone out to the first flight airport, but we'll check that out too. We'll recreate that. But we are also landing on runway 28, and the Elizabeth City is basically a joint base with the United States Coast Guard. So when we land, we'll have a bunch of Coast Guard hangars on the right, and then we've got a long taxi over over on the left to basically the civil ramp. So, but all of this, obviously in World War II, were all old naval bases and stuff. So, Meadstown Airport, that's private. I'm just looking over here on the VFR chart, and it is private, so. So we're at 1,529.92 on the altimeter. Screaming along down here, down 133 knots down here in the thick air. Let that prop get a lot of bite to it down here. Fletcher's. Hey, Fletch. What's up, my man? My man, Fletch. Another private airport. All right. All right, here we are. We are coming up here on all of this. Echo Golf Charlie, so we're only 6 miles out. Do we have the runway in sight? I do not have the runway in sight. Should be right over there. Right over there is where the runway is, so I'm not going to cancel IFR because I don't have the runway. Let's go ahead and well, I've got the runway here. Oh, this isn't Echo Charlie Golf is not really in the correct spot. So, because I am pulling up for 28. Yeah, Echo Charlie Golf is way in the wrong spot. So let's go ahead and come over here and let's talk to ATC. Let's cancel IFR.
Norfolk approach Cessna Tree, Mike Zulu would like to cancel IFR.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
I've never done this before, so. Alright, nearest airport. Elizabeth City. Tune to the tower. Full stop landing.
Elizabeth City Tower, Cessna November, 2 Tree Mike Zulu, 3 miles southwest, 1,500 feet to land.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu, Elizabeth City Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er, 21281 at 19er. Enter left downwind runway 28.
high left traffic runway 28 Cessna Tree Mike Zulu.
Alright, so here we go. We're visual now. Our autopilot is off. We are squawking 1200 on the box.
Generic 875, turn, next taxiway.
There we go. Go ahead and start a descent here. Oh, so it's not going to be, but so over here on the right, see if we can actually, that over there, right above the wings there, that's the old Weeks.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu, follow the generic on the
That's
runway.
an old,
Wind 281 at 19er. Clear to land runway
roger
28.
that, clear to land runway 28.
Generic 875, turn, next taxiway.
That is a old, it's still used, but it's an airship. Dirigibles. Alright, one notch of flaps just to slow us down.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu, did you copy?
Whoa, Mr. Call. Yeah, I copied you.
Cleared to land runway 28 Cessna Tree Mike Zulu.
Landing lights coming on.
Generic 875, turn, next taxiway.
Oh yeah, here we go. All right, we got runway in sight, airport in sight. Again, this is a joint venture, kind of a joint venture, a joint base here with the Coast Guard. So all that stuff on the right there, all those hangars, that's all Coast Guard.
Generic 875, turn, next taxiway.
We got a generic that's not exiting the runway.
Generic 875,
There we go.
contact ground on 12.
I was worried that we were gonna have to do a go around.
500.
All right, gas undercarriage, mixture prop, seats and seat belts.
121.9 for generic 875.
Airport made, full flaps. I saw the taxiway that I wanted to get off at, so. Come on now. Treat me right, 23 Mike Zulu. Nice. Is that even a taxiway?
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu, exit runway when able.
Is this a taxiway? No. Okay. I was like, I don't know where there's a taxi. Is that a taxiway? It's an old military base.
Cessna Tree Mike Zulu, contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9.
See all these
Cessna Tree Mike
damn
Zulu.
old base. That right there is unused. All right, they're bringing us over here, so we'll take it. Let's go ahead and talk to ground though. See where they want us to go. I want to go to parking.
Elizabeth City ground Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu taxi to parking.
Cessna November 2 Tree Mike Zulu taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Via taxiway. Roger that. I'll go via taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Cessna Tree Mike Zulu.
Short taxi for this one. This is not, the guys went way over there, but I'll just do what the flight sim says. You can check out their video down and click on that link in the description below here as we go to taxi to parking. I love it. Yep, I see you guys. I see you. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Oh, yeah, yeah. You like it? You like it? And stop. There we go. Parking brake is on. All right, everything looks good down there. Everything looks good down there. Everything looks good down there. Let's turn off all these switches. Everything looks good there. Let's pull it. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to Elizabeth City here in North Carolina, following Mike Zero Alpha's flights as they go from Ocala, Florida, all the way up to Oshkosh Air Adventure 22 by way of Kitty Hawk. That is why we're going up the coast here. And so the next flight is going to be Kitty Hawk and first flight airport Kilo Foxtrot Alpha. So I'll see you for that. Subscribe if you haven't. Click that like button if you do. Come join me on a future live stream. And game on. I'm Uncle Mike, your favorite gamer's favorite uncle. Bye.